Hey guys, Brett here, and in this video I'm taking a look at a new cloud-based software called SocialConnect. Now, SocialConnect is a software that's going to be a lot more easy to just show you than to try to explain it to you. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick the output that SocialConnect produces. Then I'm going to bring you back over here to the members area and I'll show you how to set up SocialConnect. After that, quickly, I will tell you what I think about the SocialConnect software overall. So to start off with, let me go over and show you a demo of the output that SocialConnect produces. So this is the kind of thing that you make with SocialConnect. Now this is really plain. I could have had like a cool banner if I wanted to. I didn't just have to have this text that says, welcome, this is Brett's test. I could have made it look a lot more fancy, but I made this real quick just for testing. But you can see what SocialConnect is. In essence, SocialConnect is a comment software. It allows you to get comments from people. So you would put this comment software on your blog, on your posts, on your sales pages, on your websites, anywhere that you want to be able to collect comments and build an email list. Now, the first thing that I thought of when I saw this is like, okay, what's the big deal? I can do this with Facebook comments. Why do I need a dedicated software for that? Well, there's actually a couple of reasons. The most prominent reason, though, is that people have to sign in or register in order to post a comment. So you can collect that lead. You can capture their email list. I mean, wherever you have this comment box, you can pretty much be assured that people are interested in the topic of that website or that sales page if they choose to comment. So now you can capture that lead and add them to your email list. This is actually a strategy that a lot of top websites use. I mean, a lot of people have gone to a website and in order to comment, you have to like log in with Facebook or log in with your email address or log in with Twitter. You see that all over the place. And they're doing that because they know that if you're commenting, you're interested in that topic or you're at least interested in their website or you have some interest in what they're doing. So they want to be able to alert you with new posts or alert you with updates. They want to be able to engage with you. And in essence, they want to be able to build an email list with the people that make these comments. Besides that one main reason, there are also other reasons why you would want to use a dedicated comment system as opposed to something free like a Facebook comments integration. One of which is the ability to censor comments. Now, I'm not saying that you should censor out people that, make comments that, are not favorable to you, but you might want to censor out people that are cursing or people that are swearing or people that are acting, immature or unprofessionally. You might want to leave out curse words and not allow them to be posted. There might be things that just are not appropriate to be in here, and you can censor them out automatically with a dedicated comment software. So let me go ahead over to SocialConnect and I'm going to show you how to set it up, and then I'll bring you back here and I'll show you how the sign up works and all that. Okay, so this is the members area for SocialConnect. Now, one of the first things that you're probably going to want to do is your integrations. If you go up here, you can click on the integrations button. And you can see SocialConnect will integrate with a ton of different autoresponders. It will also integrate with GoToWebinar. And if you want, you can integrate it with a simple mail transfer protocol. So if you have like your own mail server or your own mailing system, you can even integrate that as well. But at a very minimum, you're probably going to want to integrate one of these autoresponders so that way you can collect the leads from the people that sign up inside of your comments. Once that's done, you can go back over here to the dashboard and you can create your comment box. To do that, you just click on the create button and it will take you through the steps of creating your comment box. Now, the very first step is going to be to select your template, and this is going to be the layout and it's going to give you the general look and feel of your comment box. And there are several templates here. I'm just going to pick one in general. I'll use online marketing. Oh, I forgot to give it a name. We'll call it Brett's second test. I'll go ahead and pick online marketing and proceed to the next step. Okay, so the next step is the design settings, and this is where you customize the design of your comment box. The first thing it's going to ask you for is your welcome text. So I'll just go ahead and enter in some welcome text. And for this example, I just entered welcome to Brett's second test. If I was putting this comment box on something real like a sales page or a review or something that, made sense, I probably would put more relevant welcome text. But for this example, I just put welcome to Brett's second test. The next setting it's going to ask you for is your time zone settings. Now, I don't particularly like the way they integrated these time zone settings. And it's not that it's bad, it's just that there's too many options. For example, you can even see right here in the very first one, it says there's two for Africa, and both of them are GMT 0. Well, since they're both basically the exact same time zone, why do I need two of these here? Like, why? These are the same exact time zone. It's not going to make a difference which one I pick because they're the same offset. So why do they both need to be in here? And what's happening here is these are all the options that are inside of PHP. These are built inside of PHP. And there's actually way too many of them inside of PHP anyway. They don't need all of these. And because there's so many, it's kind of hard to find the right one. It's hard to find the one that I want, especially given the fact that they're in alphabetical order and not in numerical order. For example, I know that I am right now in GMT -5. So it would be a lot easier for me to just, type in GMT -5 or select GMT -5. Now, I understand that most people might not know what time zone they're in, so they might need to go by location. So maybe that makes sense. Maybe it's just because I have a little bit more knowledge than the average user might have. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the first one that I see that says GMT -5 because I happen to know that's where I'm at, and it doesn't really matter what location it says. It's going to ask me for things like my button style, for my like and dislike. I'm just going to go ahead and pick this first one. My header type, if I want a solid colored header, if I want a gradient header, or if I wanted an image. Now, again, if I was doing this for like a sales page, or for a product that I was selling or a product that I was promoting, I might put in a header that was, that had the logo of the product or something that's more relevant. Since this is just a test and an example, I'm just going to go ahead and pick on solid color, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick on any color header. I happen to like red, so I'll pick a red color. So once you get all of your colors set up, if you upload an image for your header, if you want one, you go ahead and click on the next button and go to the next step. So the next step is going to be the login settings. It's going to ask you if you want to enable social logins. And what this means is, do you want to allow people to log in with either or Facebook or Twitter? And honestly, I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't want this to happen. If you don't allow social logins, then people are going to have to manually type in their name, make a username, add in their email address, create a password, confirm their password. And for some people, that's going to be a pain. That's why Facebook login is so popular, because you click it, you approve the app, and you're done. It's nice and easy and fast. You don't have to remember a password or anything like that. So I would definitely, suggest that everybody allows the social logins, and at the very least allows the login with Facebook. The final option in the login settings is going to be, do you want people to be able to comment without actually logging in? And I don't think you would want to leave that. I personally would want to build up a contact list from these people. I would want to be able to interact with these people and engage these people. So I want their email address. I want to have them log in. So I'm going to uncheck this option right here and go ahead and click on next. It's going to ask me if I want to customize my notification settings. This is more design customization, so I'm just going to skip this since this is optional. I'll go ahead to the next step, which is broadcast settings. Now, these broadcast settings are also optional. And what broadcast settings is, it allows me to automatically send emails to people. So I can set up these emails that are pre-written when people sign up, when people comment. There's a whole bunch of different triggers that I could use. And I can have automatic emails be sent to these people after they sign up. This is a pretty cool feature, but since I'm just doing a demo here, I'm going to go ahead and skip this one as well. It has built-in gamification. Now, I didn't understand what gamification was at first, and I actually had to question the product vendor about it a little bit. But then I realized what it is. Gamification is where you kind of make your comments a game. So you could say like, hey, the person that gets the most likes on their comment gets a badge or gets an award or something. And, it's not like they get a prize, like they're going to win something, but they get these like little badges for making accomplishments, like getting likes on their posts or making the most number of posts, or there's a couple of different triggers. And, that's pretty cool and it's pretty neat and it might be useful in some options, but it's not something that I'm personally interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that as well. It has the option to automatically allow people to social share. So let's just say I log in with Facebook and I go ahead and I post a comment. The comments can automatically be shared to social networks. And that's a pretty cool feature. It's nice and easy. It makes things simple. And it can also bring traffic back to your page where your comment boxes are. So I'm going to leave this one enabled. I'm going to go on to the next one. The next settings are the moderation settings. And moderation is really important, especially automatic moderation. It's really handy. I know from firsthand, people will come to my blog sometimes and they'll post like these off-color remarks, cursing and swearing and profanity and things that I've read and I was like, I blushed a little bit. Things that can make a grown man blush have been posted to my blog. And sometimes they'll come and they'll post links to like, Viagra pages and stuff that I just don't want on my blog. Well, you can automatically filter these kinds of things out with SocialConnect. Now, on my blog, in the comments, I have to manually check and approve and filter out these bad comments, but you can do that automatically with SocialConnect simply by putting in words here separated by commas that will automatically trigger the post to not be approved and not automatically be added into the comment section. You can also choose to not approve things that have images in them or that have certain URLs in them. And you can have them be completely rejected, or you can have them held in queue so that way you can manually check them. Me personally, there's a lot of words, profanities and things like Viagra and, credit reporting and stuff like that I would probably just have them set to reject all, and it would make my life a lot easier. So I really like this feature. I really like that they have the automatic moderation, and that alone just makes this a superior way of doing comments. The monetization settings section is also optional, and this is where you can add like your top banner and branding inside of your comment box. And the final setting is your triggers for your email. These are the things that are going to trigger automatic emails to go out. So for example, if I want to send out an email automatically after somebody registers and signs up to post a comment, I can do that. If I want to send out an email automatically after I either approve or reject one of their posts, I can do that. Or if somebody, tags them, I can send them an automatic email, just like Facebook does. And that's in order to keep people engaged and keep people coming back and keep the conversation going and keep the engagement going. So I really like this feature. This is pretty neat. You see it in Facebook all the time. I can't tell you the number of times where I would be in my email account and I get a notice that says somebody tagged you on Facebook. And what's the next thing I do? I go back to Facebook to see what they tagged me about because I'm curious. Well, you can do this type of stuff now with SocialConnect in your own comments on your own website. So then once you have everything set up the way you want, you just go ahead and click on the Save button, and it will save your settings, and on the upper right hand side you can go ahead and click on the Publish button. Now I'm going to go back to the dashboard, and you can see my new comment box right here. Now I can go ahead and click on the direct link in order to just see it on the SocialConnect servers, but what I really want to do is integrate this in one of my websites. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is go ahead and click on the code button right here. Now, there's a couple of different options. Again, I can just send people directly to my URL. And, they're calling this a chat in here, but really what it is, it's a comments. I think comments is a better way to describe this than chat, because it's not intended really for like a live chat. It's more of a comment thing. There is a WordPress plugin, and I believe that the WordPress plugin is a part of the OTO. Honestly, I think I have the OTO version. I usually request that people give me the front end version, but I think they slipped me the OTO version here. And I think that the WordPress plugin is a part of the OTO. So I'm not going to use that anyway. What I'm interested in doing is the embed. So I'm going to go ahead and get this embed code. And for this test, what I'm going to do is take it over to a test page on my blog and try to embed it inside of a test page on my blog. Okay, so here we are on my blog, and again, I'm only using my blog since it's just an easy way for me to test this out. You could put this inside of any web page. It could be a sales page, it could be a website. It doesn't necessarily have to be a WordPress blog that you're using this with. In order to post this, what I'm going to do is go over to text mode. I'm going to go ahead and paste in the code, and I'm going to update the post. And let's go ahead and view it. All right, so there you go. You can see my header here. You can, again, this is very simplified because I didn't upload like a cool graphic or anything like that. But you can see everything is pulling in. I can go ahead and click on the sign in button and it will allow me to sign in, or I can go ahead and register. Now, one thing that I did notice about this, and I did send the vendors a message about this, is that the login with Facebook and the login with Twitter buttons are only on the sign in form. They're not on the register form. And you can actually register with Facebook as well. So I mentioned to them that I thought that it would make more sense to have those buttons on both the sign in and the registration page. Now, I have no doubt that the vendors are going to see the logic in this and they'll probably do an update. I'm just doing this review a little bit early because this product is launching on a Saturday and my kids tend to get upset when I work on Saturdays as opposed to spending time with them. But that is something that is in here currently, but I believe that they're going to be correcting that. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and click on the Login with Facebook button. Now, I already approved the Facebook app that this uses, and since I already approved the Facebook app, it didn't ask me to approve it again. However, new people are going to see the approval screen from Facebook. However, at this point, it's very common. People don't freak out when they see it. They're very used to seeing it. So just about everybody is going to go ahead and click on the approve button. Login with Facebook is nothing new. It's been around for years, and people have been using it on all kinds of really big name websites for a long time. So you can see that I'm now logged in. I can go ahead and post comments. People can like or dislike my comments. They can engage with me. And if I had any of those automatic notifications or moderation settings inside of my comment box, they would take effect as well. If we go back here to the SocialConnect main dashboard, you can see right here is a link to see the subscribers. And since I have now signed up, there I am right there with my name and my email address, my IP address, and the date I signed up. And again, I didn't integrate any of my autoresponders, but if I would have integrated any of my autoresponders with this integration section right here, they would be on my autoresponder as well. So this is going to allow you to build your list with comments. It's going to allow you to get more engaging comments because unlike something like, say, WordPress's default comments, people won't get notices when people respond to them. This will allow you to do all that just like Facebook does, but at the same time, it's an enclosed system where you're actually building up your list where you can very easily do automated moderation. Honestly, this is just a better way to do comments. It just makes sense to do comments this way. It's just superior than almost any other system out there. Now, I'll admit that this doesn't have like the super crazy, hypey, I'm going to press a button and all of a sudden get rich, sexiness of some products out there. But what this really is a practical product. It's a good tool, and it's definitely something that I think is worth investing in. Alrighty, guys, thank you and enjoy.